Hey gang, it's Jeff from the James Freddy's channel, and we're back on our 67 Camaro project. We're going to put a floor pan in this car. As the car sits now, we've gone ahead and cleaned up all the spot welds on the frame rails and hammered and dollied the flanges so that they were nice and straight. There were a few minor buckles in the frame rails up above the bump stops from the car bottoming out on the rear diff that were hammered and dollied out. And we're going to get ready for our first test preliminary fit. I spared you the hassle of having to watch me wrestle this full floor pan around my garage here, my one-man garage. This is the first time I've ever done the full OEM flange-to-flange trunk floor in a Camaro. I've done one where you do just the section that rots out in the center, but this is the first full floor pan. It was fairly difficult getting the thing out of there, but I think now everything's just going to go into place. I'm going to go ahead and slide this up into the car, and then I'll be able to mark for all my spot welds. Oh man, what the hell? Take a look at this. Looks like we're hitting the trunk hinge supports, so it's not gonna slide right in, but it almost is. Yeah, I've had this out when I did the mini tub in Wheezy, and what you do is you drill the spot welds along here and along the wheelhouse, and then that lower section comes right out. So it looks like I've got some spot welds to drill out, and it might fit. Okay, I removed just one, the left side, because I might just get lucky. No way. All right. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we got the other side out. That one came out first. This side's out now. Hopefully we didn't do all that work for nothing. Pass the first one. Come on. Pass the second. It's really tight. I bet you most people take those wheel tubs out. Shit. Fuck, we're into the wheel tubs. Alright, we're going to take a step back and take a look at what's going on with the car and perhaps even inform you a little bit further as to future plans for the vehicle, because my initial attack plan on this floor is not going to work. So, what's happening now is the inner wheel tubs are too skinny. So if you're planning on watching this video and sticking a one-piece floor pan in a first-generation Camaro with your inner wheel tubs intact, that's probably not going to happen. I don't know. I mean, there's a way to do it, but that's not... I have an easier way. Down here you see we have an inner taillight panel brace. Same one that goes here to connect the frame rails together. That's going in the car. And then what you see here are one-piece wheel tubs. And so inner and outer are already connected. Let's go ahead and turn on this light here and take a look at why we're considering changing these inner wheel tubs. So as you can see here, we're looking at replacing those inner wheel tubs just because they've been beat up pretty decent with a hammer. I've seen this several times on cars, and to tell you the truth, if I was 19 and had a Camaro and I was trying to fit a bigger than a 285 on it, or whatever it is that fits in these, I'd have done the same thing. You can also probably see here that the lip's been cut, and you know, we're trying to get that bigger wheel on there, get a little more traction, and that kind of stuff happens. So we've got left and right one-piece wheel tubs that are going into this car, and that's just kind of a opportunity for me to go ahead and just take an air saw and cut the part of that inner wheel tub that's not allowing my pan to go in out of my way and get it out. The reason that I'm going about this car this way is the plan was to keep the car as intact as possible, and that would be replace the trunk floor pan, hop up into the passenger compartment, replace that pan, get it or keep the car as together as possible, because I don't really have a frame bench or anything here to clamp this car down and keep it real stable. And while I've done quite extensive work on these Camaros in the past, I never really just want to take the whole damn thing apart. Like, you could pull the quarters, wheel tubs, roof, and everything off the car right now and just get it off and out of the way, and it'd probably be smooth sailing. But I'm gonna try and keep the integrity of the vehicle as together as possible, so that in the future I don't open up a can of worms that I can't put back. I generally like to get a floor pan in the car, take a silver Sharpie, trace out my frame rails. That way when I pull the pan out, I can drill and prep for all my plug welds without having to have the pan go in and out a few times. So it'll go in, traced and marked for all my welds, come out, get drilled. The whole area, inner frame rails and everything, will be coated to kind of prevent any future corrosion problems. It'll get the weld through primer, go back in and get clamped up, and that should be the last time get it welded in. Now, I'm not filming the middle, sorry for the drill press thing. I'm not filming all the tools because I noticed in last week's video it was like super loud for the air hammering and stuff, and then quiet when I'm talking and whatever. But there was the air saw. This is the section, the floor pan or wheel tub I took out of both sides. Floor pan sitting in there. We're gonna give it a go. These guys, little flanges here. And then it looks like the flange where the existing passenger compartment floor and this meet are buttons, so I'll go get those situated and give you a look at what it looks like. There we are. We showed you the 2 videos of getting that old floor out of there, and now we're on video number 3, our first seating of the floor. So we're not all the way down. I'm fighting flanges that I left on in the back. Those will have to come off. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Be sure to check out the next one where we mark, drill, corrosion protection, and everything else in preparation for welding, and who knows what happens on it. So thanks so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that good stuff. I really appreciate all you guys, and thanks.